In November 2025, Sabrina Carpenter stood on stage at the Crypto.com arena singing Espresso, her biggest hit. Halfway through, her voice cracked, her eyes filled with tears, and she told the crowd, "I thought it would be fun if I cry while I sing Espresso." The videos went viral and the entire internet asked one question: why? Everyone saw the breakdown, but almost nobody knows the secret behind it. A 10-year story of hidden pain that will be fully revealed. Here is the first secret most fans never knew. While filming Girl Meets World from 2014 to 2017, Sabrina was secretly suffering from anxiety attacks so severe she could not breathe. She told MTV News, "Your head is running quicker than your mouth and you think, I've never seen myself like this before." The confident girl on television was hiding a terrified girl who could not breathe. She learned at 15 that the only safe place to be honest about her pain was inside a song, writing "Exhale" as a hidden cry for help. That pattern became the first secret layer behind the breakdown. But what happened in 2021 made the panic attacks feel small. In January 2021, Olivia Rodrigo released Driver's License, and the internet instantly cast Sabrina as the villain. She received death threats so serious they required security intervention. She was 21, already hiding anxiety, and now millions wanted her dead over a song she did not even write. She confessed this made her second-guess everything about herself. This added a second secret layer of hidden pain, and while the internet hated her, she was secretly dealing with losses that would have crushed anyone. On July 6, 2019, her close friend Cameron Boyce died suddenly at 20 years old. During that same period, she lost both grandparents. She never made any of it a headline and carried it all silently while continuing to perform. For years, fans judged a version of Sabrina that was missing the full picture, and the worst secret was still buried. Around 2021 to 2022, Sabrina went through what she called "my biggest heartbreak to date." In Vogue, she said, "I think in a sense of really understanding the 'I want someone that's not alive' feeling. I never felt that until this one." This fourth secret layer pushed her to her emotional edge on top of years of hidden anxiety, death threats, and grief. From that pain, her Grammy-nominated album, Emails I Can't Send, was born, the first time she poured her real truth into music. Sabrina dated Barry Keoghan for about 1 year before breaking up in December 2024. This added a fifth secret layer, but something was different because she told Zane Lowe, "I came out of a sad situation a lot less bitter than I expected." She now had tools, therapy, and the knowledge she had survived worse. By the time she stepped on stage for her final tour shows, she was carrying not just pain, but perspective. The Short and Sweet tour was 70 shows across 15 months. Every single night, Sabrina was reliving her own trauma, singing about anxiety, heartbreak, and loss she actually endured. She told Seth Meyers she endured a lot of pain and kept falling downstairs on stage. The tour compressed every secret layer tighter until the final LA shows became where everything buried would break through. When Espresso started playing, everything hidden for a decade finally surfaced. The tears came, real tears that cracked her voice and made her body do something her mind never planned. Here is what changes everything. She did not cry during a sad song. She cried during Espresso, her most upbeat hit, because that song represents everything she built from the wreckage. She was crying because she was standing inside the answer to every dark moment she had ever faced. After the tour, Sabrina said one line that unlocks the entire secret. "I cried every day then. I don't cry every day now." The "then" holds every secret layer: the panic attacks, death threats, Cameron's death, the heartbreaks, the exhausting tour. The "now" holds what she built: self-trust and the ability to feel without being destroyed. The tears during Espresso were rare, which means this moment was so powerful even she could not contain it. So here is the secret behind Sabrina Carpenter's emotional breakdown, fully revealed. It was not a breakdown, it was a breakthrough. The tears during Espresso were not the sound of a woman falling apart. They were the sound of a woman who carried 10 years of hidden pain and finally let the walls open. Not because they broke, but because she was finally safe enough to let them open. She was in her city, surrounded by love, singing her biggest hit. And for the first time in a decade, she did not have to hide. The secret is that the girl who could not breathe from anxiety at 15 was now a global pop star singing to a sold-out arena. That distance from panic attacks to espresso is the real secret, and the tears were her body's way of saying, "You made it." The secret behind Sabrina's breakdown is not unique to her. Everyone carries hidden layers, anxiety they cannot explain, grief they process alone, heartbreak they smile through. Her story teaches that what looks like breaking is often becoming. The tears are not the end. They are the signal that transformation has happened. The person standing in the present is so different from the person who suffered in the past that the distance creates an emotional charge that has to be released. Sabrina broke down during espresso because she had become someone her 15-year-old self would not recognize. That realization, the one that hits when you finally see how far you have come, is the most powerful emotion a human can feel. A 15-year-old who could not breathe on a Disney set, death threats at 21 from millions of strangers, a friend dead at 20, grandparents gone, a heartbreak described as wanting someone to stop existing, another love lost in the spotlight, 70 shows of singing her own scars, and one night in Los Angeles, espresso starts playing, and she finally lets the world see her cry. Not because she broke, but because she was finally safe enough to stop pretending she was fine. The secret behind Sabrina Carpenter's emotional breakdown is that it was not a breakdown at all. It was a decade of survival, finally allowed to breathe. The secret is now fully revealed. It was not one moment, but 10 years of hidden pain, meeting 10 years of hidden strength. The tears during espresso were not weakness. They were proof she made it. If this secret changed how you see her, hit subscribe because the next hidden truth is already coming. Have you ever had your own espresso moment where everything you carried finally broke through? Drop it in the comments because your voice matters here.